I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the one and only Empire Fight Camp. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7". Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Zhu the Monster Khan, fighting out of Beijing, China, an entire country, hopes that this man can get the job done. One of the best featherweights in the world.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we... And there's the bell to start the round. Perfect counter lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Got him there. The media expects a lot from this fight under the stars here at night.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable and kind of sensible. It's night time now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
An uppercut does not score. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Misses with the jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other. Because no one...
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rock, and they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds.
Well, what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to, though?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know they fight.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over. They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Quick punch scores. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Hey, those punches add up.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
No rest for the weary. A swing and a miss with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Insane action. Catch and shoot. Which fighter will say no mas? Perfect counter lands. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch, despite what the judges scored. The defense failed them.
Oh, I heard that never by saw it.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. That counter shot lands. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. They landed a good jab there.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Whoa, wait a minute! What a shot!
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off, then blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
And they figure out the combination to this safe. Misses with the jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Misses with the jab. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even...
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good counter punching. He missed with that jab. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
They're both going for the KO. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Do you believe this? It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. At some point, the corner.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. The exchange. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the game. And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter punching. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. counter-punching. Just misses with that uppercut. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Oh my goodness, that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your Eagles.
We're always looking for that KO.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still... And there's the bell to start the round. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Miss with that jab. They exchange punches. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You don't want to trade shots. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. You'd like to see more. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
We've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. So close with that uppercut.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout, because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Catch and shoot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Both men step back for just a moment.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
No rest for the weary. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion.